Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. Welcome to another Tea with Me Tuesday. Oh, I have been feeling regretful lately. There's a lot of things I regret in my life. There's a lot of things that have happened in my life. And I remember saying, whether it was on video or another time, where I've said, I have no regrets. And that's a lie. I mean, I have so many regrets. And I think I've been feeling reflective this weekend, and I think that the past little while, I've been filled with guilt, and I've been filled with insecurities, I guess. I can't think of anything else. And I've been, I guess, diving into my crafting as a way of not thinking about things that maybe I should be thinking about, Not that I'm neglecting Mom. I don't want that. I mean, Mom is a sweetheart, and the only thing I regret with Mom is not finding an activity that she could do. And the one thing that she looks forward to every single day is to get dressed and go out. Even if it's just for me to go to the grocery store and buy milk, or just to take her for a drive, she looks forward to that so much. And I was actually surprised because I have what she did today, because I've been, like I said, neglectful of my housework. Believe me, I've been doing crafts and shopping and things I shouldn't be. Anyway, and the floor was dusty, and I was supposed to vacuum the other day, and I didn't. And I said, I'll sweep it up, because when I'm crafting, there's a little bits and pieces. I think I put it in a video. I don't know if it's coming up or whatever, just to say, this is what happens to my floor. Thank God it's a hardwood floor, or, whatever kind of floor that is. It's not carpet, or drive me nuts. But anyway, but it's been dusty. And I guess Mom noticed it, because she went and got the broom. And she swept all in the living room and all in the dining room. And then I asked her, where's the broom? And she didn't know what a broom was. She didn't know the word broom for what it actually was. If I showed it to her and said, this is a broom, she'd say, of course, But I found it in my room. I looked in the kitchen, in the dining room, in the living room, in her room. Didn't think of looking at it. I think she was thinking that maybe my room needed it too. Poor Mommy. Oh, God bless her heart. And I guess I've been feeling, because she's at the stage she's at, that maybe I should have tried some activities with her. I get her to come and help me when I'm preparing. She likes to watch me prepare, and I'll get her to do stuff once in a while. Sometimes she doesn't want to, and that's okay too. She comes in and she rinses the dishes, but she doesn't wash them, and she puts them on the counter beside the drain, the drain for the dishes. And I always have to rewash them, because she doesn't really wash them. She just kind of rinses them off. But that's okay, because that's a little activity for her to do. But I'm feeling guilty. I haven't seen my brother in 2 weeks. Now, I've been doing a lot of crafting. I've been taking Mom out a lot. I've been, running around for my my children and things like that. And I guess today I was feeling regretful, like that I didn't do enough, or that I should be doing enough, or, you know, there's all of these things that make me feel like I'm not doing enough, you know, even though I'm reassured. My daughter says, "My God, Mom, you are doing more than what a lot of nurses do," you know, and, or the same as, I guess, you know, maybe I was exaggerating, but sorry if I hit the mic. I have it on the counter here, but I don't know what it is today. I did some really fun crafting earlier. I took Mom out. I had to pick up my grandsons. They were spending the weekend. I'm recording this Sunday night, sorry. Because I know I'm going to be busy tomorrow. But, so I went and picked up my grandson, and the oldest one, I don't know, he was playing basketball, and the whole sole of his shoe fell off at their friend's place, at my daughter-in-law's friend. They're trying to do this once a month thing where the boys go to her place and then her kids go to my daughter-in-law's place, you know, kind of once a month to give each other a little time off, which I think is great. And she seems like a really nice lady. Anyway, his shoe, the sole, poor. He had his shoes on with no sole, and like she said, they tried gluing it, you know. They tried everything and it wasn't working. So I took them out and we went to Walmart and I got him a new pair of shoes. And there was two pair and he liked the white ones more, but I think he liked the other ones too, so I think I'm going to get them. He's size 13. He's a big boy now. He's 22 now, 21. He's autistic, more Asperger's than autistic, but a great kid. Great. I mean, to me, he's always a kid. He's one of my grandsons. He was born of my daughter-in-law from a previous relationship. So I think I'm going to get those other shoes for him for Christmas. I think he'll really like that. And while we were walking towards the shoe section, there was the men's section we were going through, and I saw a couple of heavy-duty. He doesn't have a house coat, and we walked by, and there's these. They were very soft but flimsy. I don't think they were strong. You know, they probably fall apart after a couple of washes. That's the feel of it. It was very loose, soft but loose. And I think he'd like a house coat, so I'm going to get him a house coat. I mean, this is the only way I get to know what they want or what they need. And he had mentioned that, you know, he has a jean jacket with no sleeves, you know, and he says, you know, when he gets up, putting that on doesn't really keep him warm and stuff. And he kind of hinted, but he wasn't really hinting he wanted it. He just was hinting that it would be nice to have one in his special way. And it's funny because the younger grandsons always get spoiled, or there's something that they would like. And I find Joshua always, his name is Joshua, I find he kind of gets left out a bit. I mean, he got spoiled quite a bit growing up. But now that, you know, once he turned like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, as they get older, unless, it's always the little ones that get kind of spoiled. And I'm thinking that he deserves a few things. And So I went and picked them up today, and we went and got his shoes, and then we went through the Halloween stuff, and my littlest one wanted to see all the Halloween stuff. And I picked up a couple of things for myself. I picked up a gnome, a Christmas gnome, and I went to my daughter's today and dropped off an album. My ex-husband had asked if I had any extra pictures when we were in Germany, when we were first married, and we were in Germany for a couple of years. And I also had a big bag full of photos of his family, his mom and dad, who have both passed, his sister, a few of his brother, and a lot of him. And so I had bought an album a while back that I was going to, what kind of like a scrapbooking? Anyway, it's a photo album, and I put all of them in there. I organized them. I used little pop dots to just kind of hold the pictures in. I didn't want them to be permanently wherever in case he wanted to change it. And anyway, it was full. And I brought it to my daughter's, and she had a look, and she said, "Oh, Mom, I think Dad will really like this." And I think he probably will like it. But so I stopped off to see the kids and everything, and I brought Mom. And then when I came home and Mom went to bed early, she was exhausted, and it kind of scared me the way she kind of staggered, and I thought maybe I exhausted her, I don't know. Or maybe that's the way she likes to be, like go out, get fresh air, walk around, and then come home, have something to eat, watch a little TV, and then go to bed early. But then afterwards, I had to go down to the car to pick something up, and I came back, and I started feeling this overwhelming regret. Maybe even feeling a little guilty, I suppose, that I'm not doing enough. It appears that I'm doing enough, but in my heart I feel like, shouldn't I be doing more, And I don't know whether that's just a mood I'm in, or whether it's something that I'm questioning. We haven't seen my brother in a couple of weeks, and I feel really, really bad about that. I think that's what it is. I think I'm feeling guilty about a lot of stuff. But that was the kind of mood that I had today. We were busy, we did things, we went out, we had to run around and do all kinds of stuff, but sometimes I just think that I get overwhelmed, and the overwhelming kind of mixes in with guilt or regret that maybe I should be doing. I'm not a professional, I'm just a daughter looking after her mom. Slap myself, slap, stop being silly. But once in a while I can't help it. I do feel that way. I do feel that. I went and checked on Mom. Oh, I had a heart attack. I almost had a heart attack. Oh, I'm telling you so much stuff. Mom wears a hearing aid. She's deaf on the other side. I've told you guys that. Without her hearing aid, Mom is lost. Absolutely lost. And I think even worse now. She panics when she can't hear. Not so much now, I've noticed, because she sometimes forgets to put it on, or she gets up and before I get a chance to get it, she's quite content without it. So not like before where she would panic, like, where is it? Anyway, I went into her room, check on her. And I usually try and kind of sneak it out and put it on my dresser here, because sometimes she'll get up and I'm afraid she'll either, like, she takes her false teeth out and puts it in a container at night and there's water. And she's done it before where she's put her hearing aid in there. My God. where I had to put it in rice and leave it for a day, and we had to go get a loaner for her to be able to hear. I mean, anyway, I panicked because I couldn't find her hearing aid. I couldn't find it. I looked in her drawer. I mean, she's sleeping away, but she can't hear me because she's deaf, and she sleeps well because she can't hear. She's got this thing about Kleenex, about tissue, and she seems to take it out in bunches, fold it all up and put it in her drawer, put it under her pillow, anyway. Her hearing aid, I couldn't find it. Looked on the floor, looked on everything, went everywhere. Then I noticed beside her pillow there was a little Kleenex, and I thought, well, I'll just, put it on the counter. Well, when I felt it, she had put her hearing aid in it. And I thanked God, because I had looked for about 20 minutes, and I was getting, like, heart palpitations. I was getting so scared, and I thought, from now on, I just got to, when she takes it off, and I put it down, and I hug her goodnight, kind of sneak grab it before I turn off the light, and that way I won't have these panic attacks. But then I came and I sat in here, and then I started thinking, and I thought, I'll have my cup of tea. I felt like a cup of tea, and then I thought, well, I'll do my video and whine to you guys and kind of share everyday life of looking after an elderly parent or sibling or whoever you're looking after. It's not easy, and every once in a while I'll get a day. And lately it hasn't been as often, but I'll get a day where I have so many regrets, and then one thing leads to another thing, first I feel bad about, the hearing aid, and then I felt bad that maybe I should have been more careful, or maybe I should do this, and I had to cut Mom's toenails, which are really hard, and I really should phone and get her in, because it's covered with our health, for her to get her nails done. And she was getting them done every 8 weeks, but the girl went on maternity leave, and they didn't replace her at my doctor's office. And now my doctor's retired. This is another thing. So now there's a new doctor that we'll be going to see, and I want to find out when he's going to be, it's a he, and find out when he's going to be accepting patients in-house. Chances are it won't be until the spring, I would think. But, there's a lot of stuff in my head that goes on, and then suddenly I just get overwhelmed, and I start thinking, I should do this, and I should do that, and I get a little hard on myself sometimes, and I shouldn't, but we all do. We're human. We have our crazy characters, and But anyway, thanks for listening to me whine. I didn't want it to be a downer, but it's just so many things that happened today. From my grandson losing, and he actually wore his shoe with no sole. I mean, it was still all tied up on him, so his socks were, poor baby. But he couldn't do anything else. And that was a comical thing. And I know Mom would have generously bought him a new pair of shoes without even thinking. She would just say, "Come with me," and she would have just bought them, and whatever. Anyway, so that is my weekend. That has been my weekend. I still haven't done my laundry. I think that's bothering me. Every time I want to do it, it's on the weekend, and of course it's busy down there on the weekend. So what I should do is when Mom goes to bed, go and throw a load on. Just take a load, throw it on, because people don't usually do a lot of laundry between, say, 3 and 7 or whatever. And you don't want to hear all this. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me and listening to me whine. I just had a kind of an off moment, I think. I think the panic of the hearing aid and knowing how important it is to Mom, and how I feel like, I guess I felt neglectful that I didn't take it right away, and like I keep telling myself every night, take it right away and put it on my dresser so when she gets up in the morning I can give it to her. What a day. Just one of those days. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Hopefully we'll have something better to talk about. Maybe I'll have laundry done and we'll do folding laundry while we chat. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.